And welcome to Let's Fly VFR and letsflyvfr.com if you're looking for any new toys for your sim. So today we're going to go flying in the Cirrus jet, just for something a little different. I haven't done any jets for a while and I'm thinking I'm going to spend some time in this one. The Cirrus jet is designed for you to take a step once you've left the smaller Cirrus prop aircraft, and it's designed as a private jet only. So we'll give that a bit of a fly, but we're going to give this ATC system a little bit of a try again because we tried and failed previously. So here we're going to get it all set up, and we're just going to have a little flight from Parafield over to Adelaide.
1 Charlie Victor Adelaide Parafield altimeter 3026.
So we need to set up all the altimeter. Now there's some parts of this I still haven't got, I'll be honest with you guys. So the setting up the barrow I haven't got as yet, but it was only like 0.1 out, so I thought no, we'll leave that for the moment. But there's a lot to be done. I've been watching a couple of videos on the real aircraft and seeing what people are doing
altimeter
there.
3026 vision 1 Charlie Victor.
Vision 1 Charlie Victor cleared IFR2 Adelaide International as filed. Maintain 2000 squawk 4710.
Okay, so we
Cleared IFR2 Adelaide International as filed. Maintain 2000 squawk 4710 vision 1 Charlie Victor.
So we've got an altitude
Vision
and
1
permission.
Charlie Victor runway 21 right taxi via Bravo 5 hold short of runway 21 right.
Okay, and got our taxi instructions.
Runway 21 right taxi via Bravo 5 hold short of runway 21 right vision 1 Charlie Victor.
So it's only really quite a short flight, so we'll just set up the squawk code, which wasn't too hard to do. Took me a couple of minutes just to sort that out, find out which buttons to push. You can download so you can print out the whole manual on the avionics, guys. It is in the folder for the aircraft, so just go and have a look inside your X-Plane 11 folder and you can find it in there. I did find this a lot easier this time. Maybe I was a little bit impatient previously with it, and so we're just going to take it step by step. We'll get to taxi out now and we'll go out to the main runway, and this is all default scenery. I had all my own scenery and stuff here previously, but I need to check on all the libraries. I was finding a lot of errors when I was loading up, so I've just left it default for now. So if you're looking for a little bit of information on this jet, now originally flown in 2008, so it has been around a little while. There's been about 88 of them delivered around the world, and if you've got $2.38 million and a little bit more, depending on what extras you want with a jet, you can have one. Its life is for about 12,000 hours, so you can fly a lot of flights in that sort of period. And one of the other interesting things with this jet is it comes with a ballistic parachute, which I believe is situated in the nose of the aircraft. So it probably uses the center beam, but it is there. So if you have any issues, you can, once you get above about 500 feet, I believe you can pull the handle and float down in a big parachute. So the safety with Cirrus is pretty good. We can taxi out. Now we still have all the plugins. If you've watched some of my previous videos, we've got the HD airport from Mr. X is happening here. We've got head shake. We've got, what else have we got? I'll challenge you to go back and have a look in the previous videos and find out what ones we're running, but I might even list them in the...
Approaching 26 right.
And we've got the X-rays, there we are, telling us where we are, what we're doing. So, and what is interesting with one of the recent crashes, I'm sure you're aware of the 737 MAX issues that have been on with the two crashes that we've had.
Vision 1 Charlie Victor contact tower on 124.60.
This aircraft actually suffered from something similar with its...
Contact tower on 124.60 vision 1 Charlie Victor.
Yeah, suffered a little bit with its... oh, here we go again.
Tower vision 1 Charlie Victor.
Keeps your mouse busy, doesn't it? Suffers
Vision
the
1,
same
Charlie,
issues with
Victor,
its
fly heading 200,
some of its
runway
control
21,
sensors, its angle of
You're
attack
cleared for takeoff.
sensors, and they had to
Fly
be
heading
replaced.
200, runway 21 right, vision 1 Charlie Victor.
So fairly smooth so far. We got all the way out, taxied out, got to the line, and we're going to get permission to take off. So that is working out well, so which is better than I've done previously. Now with this aircraft you can have 6 passengers, and its payload is 1,332 pounds, which is not bad. The engine it has is a Williams FJ33 5.8 turbofan with about 1,800 foot-pounds of torque,
right.
or 8 kilonewtons if you would prefer it in that form. Now its max speed is 300 knots. Its cruise speed is about 240 knots, and it's very easy. You get to 250 is where it goes from green to red, I think, actually, on the instrumentation. Its stall speed is 67 knots, so that is pretty outstanding, I would say, for a jet to have something like that. It's GA level stall level, so pretty good. And that's with full flaps, 2 levels of flaps. Service ceiling, you can get up to 28,000 feet, and time to altitude, so flight level 28 is about 20 minutes, so that's not too bad at all. Do the maths on that on your feet per minute, guys. So let's get ourselves going. It does want to go right a little, and I miss my pedals terribly, my rudder pedals, and using the twist grip sometimes it's just a little bit too coarse. I might have to just use some of the adjustments.
Caution, on taxiway, on taxiway.
That's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? We'll fly out for now. Gear up, and then we'll get the flaps up as we climb out with a positive rate of climb. Now this is working pretty well. We've got up so far we have got our flight plan in, got our taxi instructions.
Charlie, Victor, contact center on 135.95.
Contact center on 135.95. Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
Thing to remember, if you don't get it right
Center Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
and do your responses, that the system
Vision
ignores
1,
you.
Charlie, Victor, fly heading 310. Vectors for the visual. Runway 23.
So we're over to 310.
2000.
So we're turning right and out towards the sea.
Vision 1, Charlie, Victor, Adelaide Airfield, altimeter 3026.
We're heading out towards
SJX Vision 2, Delta, X-ray, fly
power
heading
station,
220.
just out to
Report
the
to field
right here.
site.
Although I don't think it's modelled. This is my my home area. This is where I live.
SJX
So
Vision 2
I know
Delta
what some of
X-ray.
the points should be. The end of that little bit of land that you see ahead there, just going underneath, there's a power station on it, and you have to keep away from it.
SJX Vision 2
There's
Delta
a
X-ray.
basically a no-fly zone around it.
SJX Vision 2, Delta, X-ray, clear visual approach, runway 23, contact tower on 120.5.
The normal departure here, if you're flying out of Parafield, is to fly a little bit further to the left and then just follow that water to the north.
SJX Vision 2 Delta X-ray.
Just where we are now, we would normally turn right and follow that out to the other point, which is just inside the vertical bar there. So we normally turn right, and that's where the GA training area is in the real world. So we're just going to follow our instructions, try and maintain altitude at 2,000 feet, and while it vectors us around. Now I was getting pretty good frame rates here as well guys, with this. I had to do some adjustments though, I'll be honest. So I had to crank things back
Vision
a little
1,
bit,
Charlie, Victor, fly heading
and I was getting about
040.
22, 25 FPS, which wasn't bad. It was flyable.
Fly heading 040. Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
So it's turning us around, and this is really nice to fly. Now the one thing that's also new, if you had noticed in the titles at the beginning, this is 11.40 guys. Now many of you probably will not even be aware that that is out yet, and the next video I will be dealing a lot more with what 11.4 is all about, and it's all about aerodynamics, and that is from Austin. So Austin Myers has been the one coding all of this. The download, considering it's just aerodynamics, was a reasonable size, so there's obviously a lot of work going in, and it's all to do with the airflows, and a lot of it's to do with the delay of the air going over one wing and then hitting the other, or the delay between the prop wash going back and hitting other parts of the aircraft. Again, this is where X-Plane sets it apart from all the other flight simulators out there, at least in this particular facet, and that's the flight modeling, because everything is done real world. If you're not familiar, guys, blade theory is what's used.
30.
So it's measuring the real world, or the virtual air, over the virtual aeroplane. I know that sounds probably a little bit funny, but it's measuring everything and all the way down. If you hit Control M and have an outside view, you can cycle through and it will show you the lifts, the speeds, the air speeds going over whatever aircraft you happen to be flying. So you can see what's actually going on, and you can model your own aircraft as well. So we're turning around there, heading back towards the hills. The airport will be out to the right over the wing, and it will take us over towards the city before we do a right turn and head into the airport. So the vectoring is working well, isn't it? Again, I think it's my only patience that took me foul in the last couple of times that I've tried to use the ATC, but I'm a lot happy with what's going on in this particular flight. So the airport is over to the right there, although we can't see it yet. These hills that you see run essentially sort of north-south. And to the left, if you follow that hill line up in the Barossa Valley, where they make some quite famous wines, guys, who happen to be into drinking white wine. So we're heading in across the city. Just trying to spot that road. Looks like Main North Road. That'll take you direct into the city. Nice easy titling. Is that Main North Road, Main South Road? Not too complicated, is it? Actually leads you out and then takes you to Sydney and Melbourne.
1 Charlie Victor, fly heading 190.
Okay.
Flight heading 190.
So we're getting some more vectors, so it's working very well. Now I'll just touch back on the 11.40 that we're flying here, guys. Now what's important is you have to go currently, as I'm making this video, you have to go to Austin Meyer's own website to download it, but he does not recommend it for average or general users, okay? It is not ready for general users. Now there could be bugs and all sorts of things, which I haven't found as yet, but if you would rather wait for the full release, be patient and wait till it gets all sorted out and bugs by the beta testers are found, and work from there. So, and the other part, if you do choose to download it, you need to turn on the experimental aerodynamics, experimental flight model, which is in the very first page in your settings. You need to go down and turn that on, otherwise you'll notice no difference at all. But yeah, I say the next video we're going to talk about the differences and what changes we're getting with the new flight model that's been done, and there's considerable work has been done. There's about a 40-minute video done with the guys from X-Force PC, Michael Brown, all talking about what 11.40 is about. Unfortunately, there's no Vulcan or any of the other updates that we all are waiting for.
Vision 1 Charlie Victor, fly heading 220. Report the field in sight.
Okay, we've got our vectors into the airport.
Flight heading 220. Report the field in sight. Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
Turning right and looking for the airport. We should be in view from this situation.
Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
We'll keep looking forward as we head in.
1 Charlie Victor, clear visual approach. Runway 23. Contact tower on 120.50.
Cleared visual approach. Runway 23. Contact tower on 120.50.
So you can see the runway ahead of us now. We are heading in towards that.
Tower. Vision 1 Charlie Victor.
So we'll see how it goes on the way in. Gear down, and then as we slow down we'll get some flaps out as well. We'll get down both stages of flaps on the way in. Let's see if we can't make a half reasonable landing. It's quite an impressive little aeroplane as well, guys. Watching the real world videos of it. It's designed for the you and me's of the world. If you've got the dollars, obviously, to go out and buy it and get all the training. So there's the airport. We're lined up, and I think we're just a tad high as we come in. We've got the outer marker beeping at us. Get it all trimmed up.
SJX Vision 2 Delta X-ray. Contact ground on 121.70.
Contact ground on 121.70. SJX Vision 2 Delta X-ray.
So pretty happy with it so far. All their vectoring and everything's worked really well. So I'm going to be using it a little bit more as well, I think, at this point. And we'll just broaden our horizons.
1 Charlie Victor runway 23. You're cleared to land.
You guys out there that fly big jets within X-Plane and other sims, I've got a couple of yards on me on the stars systems and the rest, but I'm sure we'll be able to grab that pretty quickly. Just manually flying this in. And please, if you're enjoying the videos, don't forget to subscribe. Love to have you on now that we've cracked over 1,000 subscribers for the Let's Fly VFR channel. Pretty excited with how things are going now. I'm going to cruise into the airport there. And waiting with bated breath there at the end of the runway. Textures look pretty good, don't they? That runway textures are much better than the original ones that are there. So go and download Airport HD from Mr. X6 and make your airport textures and your runways and lines and taxiways look more realistic. They look a bit old and cracked and broken.
Too high.
Yep.
Too high.
Yep, we're too high. And that's the X-ray system. Now the other one I do have in there is the radar, which I haven't used today. It's pretty flat around the area, but the radar system that's available as well is pretty good. Again, you would have seen that in one of the previous videos where I was testing out all these plugins. Feel free to go back and have a look at those guys. Getting in close. It's nice and stable on the way in. And I'm really surprised by the low landing speed, you know, VREF, which is
Tower MD82
stall
Alpha,
plus,
Alpha.
You know, it's 1.3 stall speed is the VREF. You may have heard of that before. Fly that in. I think we're back pretty much on approach. See if we can't get onto that centre line, which is always your friend. And there we go. We've made it. So we managed to taxi,
Alpha 4,
take
Alpha
off,
3, Alpha 2.
get vectored around, vectored into landing and landing as well. So that's all gone pretty well today. So I'm happy with that.
2, 3, line up and west. MD82 2
So let's get ourselves
Alpha.
taxied into the airport. So pretty happy with how that's gone. So we're going to have to use that a little bit more and see how well it works. Now, if you're looking for any new toys, need any help, please pop over to letsflyvfr.com and have a bit of a wander around there. Look forward to comments, suggestions. It's a new website and I'm new at doing all this stuff, so I hope you like it. And again, yeah, drop me a comment, let me know what you think. And we'll see you in the next video for 11.40, a full rundown. And we'll catch you again real soon. Thanks for coming along. Catch you soon. Bye-bye.